cost of renting a car from Mr. Big and Mr. Race depends on the distance travelled, as shown in the graph below. We want to determine the equations of the cost line for each one. Well, if we look at Mr. Big, the lines cross here, so the intercept there is 10, and for Mr. Big we see it's gone to 10 to 60, so that's 50 up as it's gone 100 across. So rise divided by run, 50 divided by 100 is 0.5. So we know that the gradient there is 0.5 and the intercept, as we discussed, was 10. So for Mr. Big, the cost is 0.5 times the distance plus 10. Now for Mr. Race, I'm going to show how the calculator could help. We could do both of them with the calculator. So we can see the intercept here is at 15. So I'm on the statistics package and my x value is 0 and my y value is 15. Then it's got 155. So the x is 100 and the y is 55. Then I can go to Calc, Regression, Linear Regression, click OK, and I can see the gradient is 0.4, the intercept is 15, so that's 0.4d plus 15. In this situation, what does the y-intercept represent for both companies? So that's the cost of hiring if no distance travelled, or words to that effect. What does the gradient represent? That is the cost per kilometre travelled. So the next part of the question says, determine when it's better to hire from Mr. Big instead of Mr. Race. So we can see that Mr. Big is cheaper for lower distances, and the graphs cross here, but rather than reading that from the graph, I want to solve for the point of intersection. So I've got 0.4d plus 15 is 0.5d plus 10. Let's just go back and just check that those are the equations. Yeah. So we can solve for that. So since we've got the calculator, why not solve on the calculator? So we've got 0.4, and I'll call it x just for simplicity. Add 15 is equal to 0.5x plus 10, and they cross when d is equal to 50, and Mr. Big was the cheaper one for the lower distances, so if d is less than 50 kilometers, he would be the best. Another rental company, El Cheapo, charges a fixed cost of $45 for the day. So we want to draw their graph above. So they're just charging 45. So 45 is across here, like that. And I'm just going to label that one as El Cheapo. So we've done that part of the question. When would it be better to rent from El Cheapo instead of either of the other two companies? Well, it's better as soon as your distance gets above here. So that line was for Mr. Ace, and Mr. Ace is 0.4d plus 15, and let's just put that equal to 45. So solve for that one. 0.4x plus 15 equals 45. 75. So if the distance travelled is greater than 75, it's better. It's kilometers, isn't it?